guys, welcome back to my channel. Right now it is 11 p.m. and I'm up still. Just got done filming with my friend on our other channel, and tonight I thought I would ask everyone on my Instagram. I put up a couple polls and I had people vote on what they wanted to hear. So I asked you guys, which story time do you guys want to hear? I put why the cops slammed me, the time I ran away, the first time I ever had alcohol, or the first time I ever smoked. And the one that got the most votes was, so why the cops slammed me got 67%. The time I ran away got 33%. The first time I had alcohol was 37%, and the first time I smoked was 63%. So we are going to do why the cops slammed me. And by slammed me, I meant they literally slammed me on the floor. So, okay. It was a couple years ago, and we were having a get-together, a kickback at my house, and we had some friends over, and one of the people we had over brought his girlfriend, and it was a good night and everything. We're all having fun. Well, it was already probably 4 or 5 in the morning, so it was time to just shut things down, but we didn't. And so we were all in the living room, and then all of a sudden we heard arguing in the bathroom. Well, they were both in the bathroom. The couple was in the bathroom, and they came out, and the girl was crying, and I asked her what happened, and she had said that he had been pushing her around in the bathroom, and when she was coming out of the bathroom, I actually saw him push her. And so I instantly was just like, what the heck's going on? I wanted to know the details before I flipped out. So she had said, he's pushing me, this and that, he's getting my face. I don't know what they were arguing about, but they were arguing. So me and my husband, we got upset, and a lot of our friends that were here, they got upset too. And we're like, dude, you're not going to be pushing her, leave her alone. And so we all were kind of like, you need to leave, and the girl was crying, so she was just like, I don't want to be around him and everything. And so we told him to leave, and we kicked him out. Well, he kept knocking on the door, ringing the doorbell, and we're like, no, you need to leave, go away, whatever. So he ended up leaving. So we ended up staying here. We were talking to her. She started getting upset, saying why did you guys make him leave, and this and that. Everyone was drunk already. We were past that point of even calming anybody down or anything like that. So we were all in the living room and everything, and time went by. I want to say a good 30 minutes, maybe an hour went by, maybe even less than that. Well, we get banging on our door, and so me and my husband, we go to the door, we look through the people, and we see that the cops were out there. And so we're like, okay, what's going on? So we open the door, and instantly the cops force themselves inside. And we're like, whoa, what are you doing? What's going on? And my first thought was whoa, you can't come inside. You don't have a warrant. So the cops weren't even explaining what was going on. They were literally just pushing past us, yelling at all of us, came inside and was questioning us and everything. And we're like, no, why are you here? What is going on? You don't have a warrant to come in here. And they were just yelling in our faces and shut up and this and that. So by that time, I had got my phone out and I started recording, because I'm just oh, hell no, what's going on here, So this was all in the front. They had came inside, they started searching the house and everything. While we were outside, I was recording, and the cops was come out here right now. So I'm walking out. Well, one of the cops grabs my arm, and I told him, I'm don't touch me, I'm going outside. You don't need to grab me like that. Well, then all of a sudden, 2 of the cops just grabbed me and literally was shoving me, and I'm I'm walking outside, you don't need to grab me. Well, they end up swinging me around into my grass and like throwing me on the floor. They twisted my arm behind my back. Like I was literally like face down in the grass. Twisted my arm behind my back and like handcuffed me. And then the next thing I know, my husband's like asking them like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that for? Like she's not doing anything. And they like grab him and they handcuff him and they sit him in a chair. And I'm like, really? Like, I don't understand that. Like I wasn't doing anything. I was walking out. All I said was, you don't need to touch me. Like, because he really didn't need to. I was voluntarily walking outside of my house, questioning them why they're here, which I thought was fair. Like, what's going on? So anyways, you know, they handcuffed us and everything. They come inside, they start questioning our friends that are sitting on the couches. Everyone's just like so confused of what's going on. And so finally they unhandcuff us. After they searched the house, they saw that nothing was going on there. They ended up telling us that somebody that was inside our house called and told them that we're stabbing people inside of our house. And that basically we're just murdering people in our house. So all these cops came. There was probably, I want to say like 5 cop cars. There was an ambulance. There was a fire truck that was outside. They legit told us that somebody called and was like, they're stabbing people in the house. They're murdering people. And they locked me outside and like his girlfriend was inside or something like that. And we were just killing people in our house. So we were just like, I started getting upset because I'm just like, I know exactly who did it, you know, whatever. So we ended up giving them the description of the person that was there. I think his girlfriend ended up leaving too and like took off walking or something like that. Or no, she actually stayed in the house because she was being questioned. So they got his description down. We gave them his phone number because we had his phone number and everything. And so they take off and go look for him. And it was already like daytime. I think it was like 6 or 7 in the morning. And so we're all in here tripping out like, that little bitch like really called the cops and like had us like thrown on the floor and like manhandled. And it was just ridiculous. Like I've never had an altercation with cops where I was thrown on the floor. Like that was literally my first time, and I was so mad because it was for no reason, like at all. Like nothing was happening at our house. Like we were all just in here chilling. Like he got butthurt because he got kicked out and was mad because we wouldn't let him back in. So that's what he did. So we're all talking. We're all like, what the hell? Like trying to get a hold of him. His phone was off. He wasn't answering. We looked outside, he wasn't out there, so we're like, okay, like what the heck's going on? So minutes later, after the cops leave, there's a knock on our door. And guess who it was? Good old little cop caller. He came and asked us if his girlfriend could come outside and everything. At this point, we were annoyed with her because she starts crying and she's just like, I love him, I want to be with him, this and that, and all this stuff. So we're like, you know what, you're done. Like, get the hell out of my house then. Go be with him. Go let him beat your ass. Like, all this other stuff. Like, we were done with her. So we kicked her outside to go be with him. And we all ended up outside. And he was just, and we knew he called because it was just like, the way they had said, like, somebody that was in your house called the cops, it was him. Like, he was mad. He was butthurt that we wouldn't let him back in. So we confronted him and we're like, dude, you really called the cops? Like, you don't even know what happened right now. Like, you don't even know what just went down. I was so mad. He starts saying, no, I didn't call the cops. I didn't. Like, and we're like, all right, let me see your phone. Magically, his phone was dead, of course. So we're like, let me see your phone. Like, we have a charger inside. We'll charge it for you. We'll check the phone, you know. No. All instantly, F you guys are bitches, this and that, like cussing at all of us, wanting to fight and everything. So we're like, you know what, forget you. He starts taking off, him and his little girlfriend start taking off down the street. Well, while they're walking away, he ends up like pushing her on the floor. And so we all run over there after him, and like a couple of the guys that were with us just like start like wrestling him on the floor, like fighting him and stuff, because it was just like, dude, what we just tried to stop you from doing to her, and her dumbass wanted to go be with you anyways, you just proved to us that you should not be in a relationship. Like, you're clearly putting your hands on this girl. She's dumb enough to stay with you and want to go be out there with you. So like they ended up like not like messing him up, but like they kind of like had a scuffle on the floor and everything. And you know, the girl of course is crying, like trying to back him up, and we're like, no, you're a dumb bitch. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is your fault. This is why this is happening. Like, cut it out, you know? Long story short, I never talked to that guy again. I've seen him a couple times. I've seen him with his stupid girlfriend, but like I've never wanted to be involved with him. Like, never invited him over again. Like I said, I've seen him a couple times. Like, I was just like, don't talk to me, don't stare at me, nothing, because I will say something. Yeah, so other than that, that was the time that the cops slammed me. And I'm talking like slammed me. Yeah, that was the craziest encounter I've ever had with the cops. Other than that, I've been really respectful to the cops, never, you know, had any issues with them. I still have respect for them now, even though they did what they did to me. And like, I get it. Like, I get like, okay, you don't have a warrant, and I get they were entering because there was, what is it called, like a probable cause. So they like needed to come inside the house. So I'm like, okay, but you could have explained that to me instead of just bombarding into our house and like pushing us out and like throwing me on the floor. Like, that was not necessary at all. They ended up apologizing. There was some cops there that were just rude and just didn't care and were just like, forget you, like, we're doing our job. And I totally get that. I totally understand it. I get it now, but at the moment I was just like, this isn't cool. Like, what is going on? What are you doing? Why are you coming into my house? You know. But yeah, but for someone to make a false phone call that we're murdering people in our house and stabbing them, that's like the biggest bitch move anyone could ever do. Like, that's some serious shit. You just like almost got us all arrested. Like, I would never forgive him for that. Like, if he ever tried to like come up to me and like apologize, I don't want it, I don't need it, and I don't ever expect him to, because that's just the kind of person that I know he is. So yeah, that was my story time about why the cops slammed me, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys do want to hear the other story times, I can definitely tell you guys those. Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys want to hear the time I ran away? Do you guys want to hear the first time I drank alcohol? Do you guys want to hear the first time I ever smoked? So yeah, I mean, these were all like when I was like way younger. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys want to hear, and I will definitely tell you guys the story. And I hope you guys all have a good night, day, whatever time it is that you're watching. Have a good one, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Just a little side note, don't forget to like and subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so that you guys can get notified of my next video post. Also, go subscribe to me and my best friend's channel, Moni and Nena. I will link all the information in the description box. We have our Instagram, we have Twitter, we have a Facebook page, and yeah, so go check us out. We do a lot of cute little challenges. We do vlogging, events, stuff like that, and we are only going to get better, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that too. See you guys later. Bye.